Well, the China trade tariffs are a $20 billion tax, and the market's only lost $7.5 trillion in market value. So that's a fair trade-off. Being facetious. Hey, now this holiday season, record-breaking for retail sales. We got to bring in the man himself, Burt Flickinger. He is with Strategic Resource Group. He's the managing director there. Burt, you're my man when it comes to retail because you guys know Burt goes into the Kmarts. He climbs into the bins. He starts filling materials. You ever check? I bumped into Burt in the mall. Burt goes in. He starts filling materials. He starts checking. You
Take
check
out the
everything.
trusty case cutter. Help build the displays.
You do everything, my man. So we know, though, that even though overall the news is pretty good, there were some winners and some losers. So let's start with the winners.
Winners, Amazon, Walmart, Burlington, Costco and BJ's with gas in store. All the off-price players. Burton Snowboards were great. Bath and Body Works with Tony in store, 81557 in Dallas, taking great care of the customers. They were winners. And a lot of losers, and to your and David's important points, when people received his or her Barron's or Wall Street Journal on Saturday, we saw a distinct rollover in shopping late Saturday, Sunday, into Monday, and now in today, where it's Jerome Powell's train wreck under the Christmas tree, where people are really worried about stocks, and it affects retail, Charles. The retailers pay for the pension plans for all their hourly workers. So it's Jerome Powell's train wreck under the Christmas trees taking $2 trillion in value out of the pension plans. Retailers have to fill the hole. That's going to hurt CapEx. That's going to hurt hours. That's going to hurt inventory.
But the individual shopper, though, they're being very distinctive, though. Even though they're out there, they're picking and choosing. I mean, I was at a mall Christmas Eve, and the biggest line was the Pandora. It was at one of those old-fashioned Apple lines that you used to see. But the luxury stores didn't look like they were doing well.
Luxury stores are not. People are scared. They're buying primarily on price. If there's great value, whether it's online or on land or online, people are still buying. But consumers are getting very cautious because of, and we do a lot of work overseas in retail, as you know, and people can't trade in the local currencies, so they need to trade import-export in dollars, and they can't get dollars. So what Powell's doing is what Stanley Druckenmiller and Kevin Warsh said so presciently in the Wall Street Journal op-ed. Here's a guy who claims he's a businessman in Powell, and he's a country club privileged person from Princeton who's never run a business, never been an economist, making some major mistakes.
Really? That's interesting. I mean, listen, I thought the fact that he was with Carlyle, listen, not that he wasn't in an ivory tower, but he would know more or be able to connect the actions of the Fed to Main Street better than maybe a classical
But my alma mater, Procter & Gamble, was victimized by the derivative scandal of Bankers Trust when he was there, as was Gibson greeting cards when Frank O'Connell was running it. And there was the Ashit scandal of the estates, that the money was supposed to go to New Jersey. It went into the partners' pockets. I didn't see Powell or any of those people at Bankers Trust in that time from 95 to 97 paying any of that money back. So to me, he had a cloud coming over his head when he went into the Fed, and he's not a practitioner, he's not an operator, and I'm with Druckenmiller, I'm with Kevin Warsh. I want a really good, credentialed, capable person running the Fed instead of getting this train wreck under the Christmas tree for the stock market.
We got who we got, because even President Trump's not happy with it, so we're stuck with Powell for right now. Any chance, before we wrap this up, he can have an epiphany? Because he seemed so comfortable at that Dallas Q&A with his decision-making, and that kind of worried me, too.
I listened to that Q&A. Hopefully he has an epiphany. But there's an old saying, you can always tell a Princeton Fed person, but you can't tell them much. Obviously Volcker was great, but the last two with Bernanke and Powell don't think we're getting much.
Burt, Merry
Thank you,
Christmas.
Charles.
Thank you.